What's up YouTube, Capital G here, got a great back and forth duel for you guys to check out. Teen Angle fans rejoice, we got some Teen Angle action for you guys to check out. The archetype is getting more support because Akira had a duel in Season 3 of Reigns, but it's just kind of like, man, it's an archetype that really needs better Link monsters. I think they only have the one guy, the Teen Angle Cerberus, because these dudes came out in Extreme Force, but that card's just not good enough. They need a better Link monster or more Link monsters. I even think they'd be perfectly fine getting like Link 3s because they definitely can put a lot of monsters on board. It's just kind of like a Goki situation. They don't have anything great to go into, and it's really hurting the archetype. These archetypes that can summon a lot of monsters but don't have good monsters to go into, like, they generally struggle until they get Link monsters to go into. But let's go ahead and roll this. You guys can see off the top of his deck the new Teen Angle card. It is basically a Rhoda for any flip monster, but it can also dump flip monsters into the graveyard, hence synergy with the Shaddolls. His opponent doesn't do anything with the whatever deck he's playing. He's gonna go ahead and he special summons this guy face down, and then since this was in the graveyard, the intruder, it's going to activate its effect and it resets itself from the graveyard, which is actually a really cool effect. And he's going to just kind of pass with those three monsters. Fair enough. Doesn't do anything over. He doesn't overexert himself. That was National Strict will prompt the Ghost Ogre, and his opponent is just going to pass. Looks like he's now going to start making some proactive plays. Intruder is the Rhoda for the archetype, but it also searches spells and traps, so it can search anything. Then he's going to dump Shaddoll Beast into the graveyard to get himself a draw. He is going to make the Subterra Link monster here, and that is going to kind of eat, and that's going to eat a Gamma, but he ends up using Ash Blossom on the Gamma. I don't like that. I've never been a fan of that, but whatever. Now what's cool here is he's going to get the Shaddoll Falcon reset on the field, and that will prompt the Intruder to activate again. Intruder is such a strong card. Even though it is a high level monster, it can set itself from the graveyard in face down defense position as long as you special summon a monster in face down defense position. So definitely, like, Shadow Falco will instantly trigger it. So you can see right here, he's already got like 5 monsters on board. Getting to a Link 3 for Teen Angle is not difficult. They need Konami to make them. His opponent finally has a proactive play here, and I believe he's going to go into Ib, try to do some Ib plays, and he's going to go for the Lambda, which will make the Gamma live. I like that. That was actually pretty smart, and this means he can attack into a face down flip monster, or he can just activate the Behemoth and use the Gamma, which is definitely nice. He is going to make a little bit of a scuff play here. I didn't really like it. You guys will see it in main phase 2. His opponent's going to get some searching. He goes for Borreload Savage Dragon, and I didn't understand that because I was like, wait, does he even have any Link monsters in his no, he doesn't. Like, what are you doing? Come on, man. You do not play Psyframe. Like, you don't play the Gamma package if you're not going to commit to an Omega in your extra deck. If he would have made Omega here, it would have been significantly better. Maybe he could have gotten lucky and sniped out the Shadow Fusion in this guy's hand. Instead, he makes a Borreload Savage Dragon that can't even negate anything, so I didn't understand the play at all. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Ash Blossom is going to be used, so he's not going to get that. He links away his Borreload Savage Dragon. That tells you how useless the card was. He's just willing to instantly link it away and just it's trying to get rid of some of those flip monsters. But this is another card that's so good for Teen Angles, the Teen Angle Dulane. This is one where if you have 3 Teen Angle monsters in your graveyard with different names, you can just special summon them all from your graveyard to the field, and obviously this can trigger Intruder as well, so technically you can get even 4 monsters. So you can see right there, he's getting 3 monsters, reveals them to his opponent, and then sets them on the field, and that gets the guys all basically reset. He's going to go with Shadow Fusion. He's going to pop that back row. Now he's going for Intruder, the Surge. This is where a Link monster would be just so lovely for them. If they could just go into it right now, potentially like have something great to go into, that'd be nice instead of having to, necessarily rely on the Shadows. He's going to go into the Borreload Dragon, but Borreload Dragon doesn't have a battle phase right here, so it's just kind of a main phase 2 thing. And his opponent says, I see your Borreload Dragon, and I'm going to raise you. I'm going to raise you. How about a Borreload Dragon? They're going to go for some Bolo Dragon tennis here. Take your monster. Take another one of your monsters. He takes the beast and he's like, yo, I'm gonna just activate the beast. That was actually pretty cool. He's gonna use the beast and then goes into Lambda again to make sure that the Gamma is still live. This was actually pretty smart. That's just a nice play right there. Now he can again attack into a flip monster or just turn a flip monster off. Shaddoll Construct, the Link version, she's going to be hit by Gamma, but she's going to activate from the graveyard. He's going to activate that Dueling again, get 3 more monsters, and this is kind of like the grind aspect of Teen Angle. As long as you can keep using Dueling, you can just keep kind of summoning monsters from the graveyard. Goes into the Augusto Emerald, man. You never see this card being used anymore. It's hard to believe this card was banned for forever, but this allows him to get his Shaddoll monsters back in his extra deck so that he can summon Shaddoll or El Shaddoll Construct once again, and she can just do that work. She should be able to just run into Bolo Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think Bolo Dragon could probably take her out. He is going to use the targeting protection from the hand with the World Chalice Guard Dragon, but he was still able to take down the Bolo Dragon, and I think at that point he's good. Interesting enough, this guy plays Delta. He's playing multiple Cyframe monsters, not just the Gamma package. That's even more reason why you should definitely be like, what? That's even more reason why you should be playing the Omega, but I digress. He is going to attack over Lambda and then simply pass, and it looks like he probably is not going to have the resources to come back. He's just kind of flailing in the wind at this point. He knows that I can't kill this damn Construct Cap G. Even with my opponent not having like many offensive options here, he doesn't have a way of killing it. Construct is going to trigger, and looks like he's going to go into his own Borreload Savage Dragon. He says, you pleb, this is how you're really supposed to do it, and that prompts his opponent to simply scoop it up because he realized the error of his ways. He saw, wait a minute, so you're telling me Borreload Savage Dragon can actually get negation? My entire life is a lie, and he couldn't come back from that. His hand was pretty dead, and the only kind of live card he had would have been Delta if he would have tried to use like Shadow Fusion, but he already had enough kind of board presence on the field to just kill his opponent. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos. Alright, and this will be really quick, but I just wanted to show the Teen Angle deck profile for anybody out there who was interested in playing the deck and I guess knowing what the deck looks like with the new support. You've got a few copies of Spirit of the Fall Wind. You normal summon this. You can add a flip monster from your deck to your hand. This can be useful, whether it be for adding the Teen Angle monsters or just like adding the Shaddolls if you have Shadow Fusion, but your opponent doesn't have like an extra deck card. You'd see this card using like Prediction Princess periodically, but yeah, it actually works in like the Teen Angle archetype too. I'm still not a fan about or like how Teen Angle kind of revolves around the Teen Angle based Gardener card. Really doesn't do anything, but so many of their cards, like I think their Link monster, it needs Teen Angle based Gardener to be in the graveyard to even get 3000 attack. The Teen Angle lineup is surprisingly low. Even though you saw these monsters on the field a lot, it's a very small lineup, I guess, because Intruder and then this new one whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. You can just search these cards, you know, with the other cards, so it's like fairly easy to get to. Naggle's protection is actually pretty good. It just makes it so your Teen Angles in the main monster zone can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, so they're they're pretty damn difficult to take down. And then kind of like the best card is the Teen Angle Dueling, which lets you get 3 monsters, 3 Teen Angles with different names from your grave and summon them face down. Teen Angle they just need better links. They need to replace this crappy Link monster with something much better, and maybe they could start rocking and rolling.